Hey folks, just going to do another update. That's the ox in front of the shop. Good landmark for you to find me. Just look for the ox on the main drag. So I'm going to do a second tour to show you a little bit of what I've done. I've gathered up scrap metal basically. Decided to scrap this display. It's just so sticky with sugar from I guess there was cinnamon buns or something sitting on it for a long time, and it's leaked all over it, so it's all sticky, and I really don't feel like washing it, so it's going to the scrapyard. And some scrap here that I gathered up from around here, there, and everywhere in the corners just to clean up. So that'll go to the scrapyard tomorrow. And I've decided to leave the wall. I think I may have mentioned that the last video. I'm going to leave this wall alone rather than tear her down. It's just going to be too much work, and just for the amount of time I've got, it'd be easy to do, but I think I'll just leave it and use it for display. I can put a lot of pictures and signs on that wall that way. And the kitchen cabinet I'm just going to give away because it's got a big warp in it and it's just too much hassle to worry about. And it's not funky or anything, so I don't think it'll look great in my living space anyway. So, and I've been doing some cleanup of underneath the electrical. There was a wrapped pipe from coolers and such there, and I've taken it out, so I'm getting a little pile of copper, a bit of money towards the reno, and just stripped it out all the way along. Called an electrician. I'm going to get them to clean up the wiring and that sort of thing, figure out what's live, what's totally dead, and what can be just turned off. Because all I need is 110, I don't need 220. I've stripped all that copper off from along there and here, and then still got a bit to go, clean up that mess. I'm gonna pull out some of the piping and an old drain and some of that copper you see at the bottom. You can see it here. This is all copper all the way along in that bottom black tubing. So a little bit of scrap to go towards renos, like I said. And there is a light in the furnace room, as it turns out. So I can show you the beast that's in here. Right here, this is the ancient furnace that's here. It's a big oil burner or diesel burner. I'm assuming it's oil. And yeah, it's a big beast. So I'm going to replace it with some high a high efficiency electrical furnace is what's going to replace it, because this beast just won't do. I don't know if it even works at this point, so good thing it's still September and not January. So, and it's got some funky handles on it though. I'm going to salvage some kind of Art Deco handles there, and it's an Inferno, just what you need, eh? So it'd be neat to maybe keep the doors. They're kind of funky. I don't know what I'd use them for, so probably just strip the handles off. Leave it at that. And I haven't found any treasure really. There's a little advertising piece there, found tucked behind the cooler from when it was a co-op, I assume. So there's that. But no great treasure. Not yet, anyway. So, wow, there was a coat hook. One lone coat hook. And, whoops, I got you all crooked here. And the shelf that I was going to give away, I'm just going to keep and use it as a display behind a store counter. Like I said, I'm putting a store counter from here all the way across to there, and then beside it I'm going to put a rolling showcase. I've got a big long other showcase, so it'll look, this side's going to look like a general store basically is what I'm going for. On this side got lots of sockets there. I've had to take the covers off because they were covered in grease. They were pretty gross. These are the sockets on this side, and they're spattered with grease. So instead of cleaning those, which would be a real pain, I'm just getting an electrician to replace them all. So it's kind of gross. You just stick that back on there, it's so sticky. Anyway, so I've got some cleaning to do with TSP, I guess. I'm gonna have to paint all this, so I need to clean it. I'm almost tempted just to tear it off and see what's underneath, but I'm kind of humming and hawing about that because it's probably a lot cleaner underneath, but what's underneath, I suspect, is pink stuff. So it's a drywall, I guess, that's underneath, kind of a thin drywall. So I don't know. I'm torn. Don't know which I'll do. I don't want to really mess with the electrical either, although it's not that big of a deal, but to take off and put back on later. But I just want to do as little as possible and get it up and running. So, but I do want it kind of decent looking and not greasy and sticky. As you can see, it's kind of greasy up there as well. So I don't know whether to just cover her up or what. Still thinking. So it's coming together though. Just the whole thought process on what I'm doing. Thought I had a buyer for the sink. They passed though when they found out it wasn't self-standing. But somebody will take it, and if not, it'll go to the scrapyard. So just take it there for scrap stainless. Maybe pop some of the copper and brass off here too. But yeah, so that's kind of where it sits now. I have also been, I don't know if you can see in here because I still don't have lights. Hopefully have lights in the next couple of days. But I've started to take down this, or take out this cooler, because it's basically going to be where my washer and dryer is supposed to be. But it's proving to be pretty tough. There was lag bolts about, let's see, these suckers were through the backboards, and there's still a couple in there that are in a hard spot to get up top. But yeah, they were right through the back. So I think it came in modular pieces, but I'm going to have to take it apart piece by piece rather than the pieces it was made with or pre-constructed with. But yeah, I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. Just sledgehammer and reciprocating saw, I think, is what's going to happen. I'm going to knock it all to pieces. Anyway, so there's little bits and pieces to strip off the walls, like chunks of plywood and little things like that I've got to do. But I went to take them off, and the battery for my drill was dead, and of course I don't have power in any of the outlets right now, so I can't charge up my drill. So I gotta wait till I get home to do that. Take off all this sort of crud and these little brackets and stuff. Just clean up the walls so I can get ready to paint, or just clean up the walls in general. Maybe I'll paint later, I don't know, we'll see. Just TSP them for now. And TSP is trisodium phosphate is what I'm talking about. It's a cleaner, so I'll use some of that probably to clean up. And I've put in some light bulbs at a fixture in the hallway, and it didn't turn on, so I assume the breaker's just off. I'm gonna get the electrician to just check everything before I start flipping breakers on, because there's just too many bare wires all over the place, especially the 220 stuff. I don't want to mess with them. So anyway, that's about it. I did have the floor cleaners in to do an estimate, and it's going to cost me, let's see, what was it? 600, and to get the floors cleaned, just cleaned, not waxed, is $661.20 plus taxes and mileage. There's going to be $46 mileage there, plus GST. So probably in the end, I'm looking at just over $1,000 to do the floors if I want them waxed. That'll be, he says they put 3 or 4 coats of wax on them, so I'm thinking I'm going to go that route. We'll see. I'm still mulling it over, but there's the Scarborough floors, $661.20, 300, and that's not, I don't think that includes the hallway. I'm not positive, but I don't think that includes the hallway and offices. That's just the main floors of the shop area. So gonna cost money. So better than replacing all the tile though, or all the with linoleum or something. So, and I'll probably build a display over top of this mess here, or put some ply down and just paint it white. Just cover it up for now. Plug these holes and or drains, I guess is what they are. I'll just plug them up, and so nothing backs up. Yeah. So I need to paint that, and I got to find somebody to do the painting, because I'm really not going to have time. So, I see I can see daylight through one of those holes. Right through here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, there you go. You see right through it. Great. Oh boy. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. So, happy picking, safe picking. Take care.